up, they wanna package this. Pray for peace, pacifist, I'm never old enough to give a
Oh, and we're starting on the pistol round. Inferus esports on the T side, the Prodigies on CT as Inferus is heading towards the B bomb side.
Yeah, classic B setup here. They're going to use some utility to get some space out towards that site, and Straxy needs to hold down the defenses. SBT to help him out, but they both fall fairly quickly. Straxy picking up one. This is a tough situation. Zix close by as well as the rest of the Prodigies, but oh, Market is not a safe haven. The Prodigies get ripped left, right, and center. Inferus actually pick up the pistol.
Yeah, a good take from Inferus there. They get traded onto the bomb side, and after that they take some good afterplant position. They just win their individual fights, aggressive in the market as well, facing the CTs that are coming for the rotate. They get the picks. They win their fights. Sometimes it can just be as simple as that. Good util, force the Prodigies into choke points, and they just hit their shots.
Absolutely, but look at this. The Prodigies are forced up, so they're willing to gamble it all. I believe there's 3 Deagles, a 5-7, and a Scout, so Prodigies really not willing to let Inferus run away with things straight from the get-go. And on the other side of things, we've got all rifles, so no SMG kind of money bonus that you can farm up by getting kills in this kind of a round. I think it's going to be an all-out brawl.
Yeah, they might have predicted the force up as you look at 3 AKs, 2 Galils. Both teams investing all they have. Really don't want to give anything away. Don't want to build either team to get any momentum. So both just going all in early in the game.
I think Inferus have semi-read into this force buy because the little utility that the Prodigies did buy has already been expended. And, you know, that slower playstyle and hearing those nades and maybe some slight aggressions around the map has prompted Inferus to head over towards A. The smokes are flying over and that should cause some rotations to come through, but it is going to be the A exec. Nolan dinks up through the edge of stairs, and that's a nice shot onto Zix.
Scout
he falls
goes down.
And CT, oh, this is not going well, Ruben.
Oh, you say that, but Nolan and FNK both pick up a pistol headshot. Straxy with another. Suddenly it's in the favor of the Prodigies.
Absolutely. Jaguar trying to save some space, trying to get control of the bomb again, but time's ticking down, and suddenly it's all onto Imant, and he's got 3 players to find. He's able to find the first, 2 more to find deep into CT, and not much time to work with. Time is actually working against him at this point. He needs to retrieve that bomb, needs to try and get a safe plant. Double peek comes through. Oh, and Straxy's able to pick it up. The Prodigies steal one back.
Great force by from the Prodigies. Looked a bit ropey there once the A execute came in. The Scout got taken down, but suddenly the pistols firing on all cylinders, aiming for the head, hitting the Deagle headshots. Great shot early there from FNK. And they play out the 2v1 properly at the end. Great shot from Straxy as well. Look at that. Crisp, clean.
Crisp and clean indeed. I was actually really impressed about how the players played around the utility there. Able to keep off the flashes on good timings, and you saw Straxy takes advantage of it. Now it's just a question of if the Prodigy can double up that scoreline, and another important question, can they keep players up? Because if you get a couple players falling on the CT side here, that can really throw the economy into question.
Yeah, the Prodigies have set up aggressively on ramp. C6 pushed close with the MP9. Nolan there to support him with the M4 at Palace. And aggressive in mid as well. It's going to be the first engagement. 6 wins out, gets some bonus money. SBT as well, spraying at the top mid box.
You expect him to
overcommitting.
There you go. Doubles up, and the mid defense is quite strong. As you said, aggressing has worked out so far. And Imant, again, the last one alive, gets 1. Oh, it gets 2, and that's expensive. 2 rifles down already. Can the Deagle do any more work? Nolan, his eyes just around the corner, and there you go. It has been calmed down a little bit. Zix, can you get a rifle? Indeed he does, and well, 3 players alive is okay. That's kind of the limiting factor that you want to keep forward into the next round, right?
Yeah, especially with Zix only had an MP9, so that's not too big of a loss to just throw that away instead of an M4. So I think they're going to be satisfied with this. Not the greatest, especially that second kill. That was good from Inferus.
Yeah.
But the Prodigy still have enough money to buy back in again. And we see half save, half buy from the Inferus. They got some upgraded pistols, but no util really, so not expecting too much from them this round.
Yeah, I think if there's one map where just buying pistols can work, it's definitely a Mirage type map where there's, set number of angles that you can hold, and with the T's progressing in this fashion, they could absolutely catch someone off guard. There's an initial engagement. FNK, good for the first, but there are many more players at the bottom of connector, and there you go. Dominoes start to fall. SBT will trade back, but the danger still lurks in middle. 2 more players to find. Zix is still the only one to fall just yet, but as I say that, FNK throws his life away, and this is a 3-on-2 that's still on the cards.
Prodigies just need to make sure they face people together. Oh, another Deagle headshot comes in, but Straxy cleans it up at the end there. Another 3 kills for Inferus. That's gonna be rough on the CT economy. Right now we're gonna go to a comms round, listening on what the players have to say. So keep your eyes perked. Oh, after the replay, here we see Nolan holding it down on the A bomb side, and Cormus coming in with a clean Deagle headshot.
Top mid smoke.
Flashy mid.
Then top mid.
I keep my money.
One boxes.
I said that.
Flashing above window.
I go back. Full blind.
Kill under.
I'm holding under.
I'm on
Mid
B
out,
with you.
mid out one.
I'm gonna go on sofa, bro.
They
I
did
don't see
smoke
them
on A.
out.
Smoke jungle.
I'll
Only
wait for you.
One palace.
One palace here.
I leave you, Saki.
He's right side
I'm holding
palace.
default.
I'm going city spawn, guys.
One
Palace still alive.
Default, triple.
Triple, he can be
They can be
something.
city? Okay.
Yeah, they can be city.
Okay, I'm waiting city then. They flash
One
city.
default.
Yeah, one city. Oh, kill me to the wall. One city.
They can have a lurk underpass.
Not for the city.
Robs
You can flash for
speaking.
me.
Robs
I'm
speaking.
anti.
He's Robs.
Let me go here. Let me go here.
Palace.
Okay.
Fuck.
Don't see the ninja guy.
Yeah, Robs.
Do you flash?
Close city dead.
Maybe one more.
Yeah, flash here.
Default dead. Under palace dead.
Nice, good job.
Nice, good job.
Good job.
Clean retake
Really
there
nice round
from
there
the Prodigies.
Picking it up with a fairly healthy fashion. That was a rifle round, so Prodigies moving 4-0 like that really helps their case moving forward. And gotta say, this is where the turning point in the match can occur. This is where the Prodigies can run away with things if you give them confidence and let them come back into rounds like that. But Ruben, what do you think are Inferus? How are they looking so far in your eyes?
Yeah, I think this was a very important round economy-wise. The pistol rounds were a bit rough.
Alright, I guess it's
with
the jam
how
show
they-
for
how
that.
they-
Another
we're
round,
losing,
round
yeah.
6 on the cards. It is a semi-force buy from Inferus as they have a scout and some upgraded pistols. We saw them do significant damage in one of the previous rounds. Pokey's forced forward, and he's one of the star players for Inferus, so if he gets an opening kill, then that would help their case moving forward. Rifles, though, 4 AKs for the CT side. Really good starting point for this round. If they can keep those AKs alive, should help the CTs moving forward with that one-tap headshot potential. But there you go, Pokey is activated, and Straxy rips his head straight out the server. Not a tick of damage done. So that's a little bit of the pressure alleviated. And it doesn't really look like Inferus are sure where they want to go with this one. It kind of seems as though they just spread around the map, trying to look for any sort of damage or any sort of picks that they can get. And they have middle control, so an A crunch is definitely a dangerous prospect. Nolan out in the middle of nowhere. SBT can help him out, and that does somewhat save the day. Katsu with a scout on ramp. Trying to take some liberties, but Zix, so aware, is able to get the frag after being tagged up. Poor miss. Eagle in connector. 4 players to find. Don't know if he's going to be able to put on his best impression of Fer today. Time ticking down, and the players are converging. Gets one. That's all he can get. 3 players still alive for the Prodigies. They will bring 2 AKs in toward the next.
Yeah, we see Ziggs winning the off fight against the Scout. He's got a bigger gun. He's gonna win that body shot battle any day of the week. And just again, Nolan caught out in the middle of A side there for a little bit when Tech9 got the entry on onto connector, but SBT was there
Nice
to cover
taps
for
there
him.
from
So
SBT. He's been one of the star
they help each
players
other
for
out.
Prodigies, sitting at 6 and 5. So not the best, not the worst start. But if he gets activated, it could be a scary prospect for Inferus. Middle control coming through for the Prodigies as FNK actually pushes underpass. SBT as well as Zix are going to try and vie for middle control to have that kind of escape mechanism, but FNK does not win out the underpass engagement. SBT even goes down, and this is going from bad to worse as 2 more players fall down in middle, just Zix and Nolan left. And it doesn't even look like they're going to be able to have it, any sort of advantage moving into this one. Of course, the bomb hasn't been retrieved yet, but Inferus are converging towards the B site. Prodigies are actually heading in the correct direction. But again, you know, a 2 versus 5, you can't really, well, 1 versus 5 now. And it will be short-lived. Inferus put a second round on the board, keep 5 players alive.
yeah,
And
very clean rounds for Inferus there. I had a little bit of an audio hiccup there on Discord, I think, so you couldn't hear me for a second. But, yeah, Inferus finally get another round back on the board after the pistol round. Great entries from Poke here. Clean round as well. Finally build up some bank.
I'm just curious, could the viewers hear you?
I think they could. I think my Discord just we talked over each other for a little bit, but then I realized something was wrong.
My bad.
It's all
Okay.
good.
I guess moving swiftly forward, do you have any comments for the rounds that you saw coming through?
Yeah, just pretty clean rounds from the Prodigies, except for the round they lost. You know, keeping 3 players alive every time.
Yeah.
Good enough to keep building their bank. Now some decent util to push the T's back. Not giving them map control quite so easily. Still got a hold on mid right now. FK forced away by the smoke. Looks like they're heading towards an A push. We see Poke throwing some more mid control util.
I'm curious, as we're about to see this A crunch come into effect, how are the Prodigies going to set up? Is this the right kind of play? Would you prescribe something different?
Nolan is in a rough spot with the 5-7. It's FNK with a pistol as well. They're really gonna have to hit the shots first time if they want to make this hold work. You have the AWP for support. Nolan does pick up 1 and 2, flicks up to the second one. Opera gets flashed away, but SVT is there as well. 6 comes in with the AWP, and suddenly it's all on Poke.
Poke playing with his food. I don't think this is going to end very well.
Who turns around?
SVT spots him out the corner of his eye, but will go down. That will be a saved AK. Prodigies keep 2 alive, so again, it's fairly costly, but it wasn't, you know, like they brought in all the bells and whistles. It wasn't like everyone had rifles anyway.
Yeah, but neither did the Prodigies. You know, they had a Deagle and a 5-7 there when the 8 came in. The Deagle took all the aggression. Weren't expecting the 5-7. He gets away with 2 kills. Buys enough time for his teammates, and they get another round. We're going into another comms round, so let's see what the Prodigies have to say.
Flash.
They need con, 1 more mid.
I'm close.
I have your left side under.
Yeah.
They molly.
I got a smash.
He's there.
It's my flash.
What can smoke?
Do it, I have under window.
I have short on me.
Start shooting, Faggy.
Smoked up con.
It's failed.
failed.
What the
Jump
fuck?
shooting
What is
city.
this?
You have over? You can see over or no?
No.
Okay, we are
not really.
good on me, guys. I don't see flash.
I think.
You have a flash,
I
Faggy?
think him
Yeah.
You're gonna flash me deep.
I'm white.
blind.
Okay, flash me deep.
Picking in con.
Flashing there.
Don't see. I'm smoking con.
Okay, nothing B ups, guys. Nothing B ups.
Flashing one
You
on
can
me.
boost window, watch out.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go jump.
I'm gonna shake it.
Do you have flash mid?
Wait.
No.
I have one wait. Yeah, I can flash now if you want.
Just flash over, yeah?
Flashing.
Don't see left side or mid.
Careful, A guys, have all B.
Gonna clear mid soon.
I'm in window now.
I don't see
I'm gonna
mid.
You
rotate
can
towards
CT?
CT. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna do
I'm only ramp, then I go ninja.
Mid full clear.
One under, or that was you?
No, I stepped. It's gonna be on sides. A or B,
Yeah.
guys.
Just
I
one
think
Ninja,
coming.
I'm only holding plus. Like,
Yeah. Only one. 2. One more B.
Come B.
only one.
Finish behind destruction.
Rotating.
One side jump.
Dead one side last.
One
Planning.
Planting.
Have red side.
He's close.
In the smoke, I think.
I have him
He's
left.
close me.
Good job, good job. Fucking
Nice,
MP9.
Fucking MP9, that's right. What a gun. Gets the first 2 kills there, hiding in the corner in the BFs. Tries to grab an AK, but the third player from the T's is there for the trade. Still, that's massive information and massive damage, and that's enough for the Prodigies to get set up for a quick retake.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if SBT doesn't get that 2K in apps and doesn't get that advanced warning beforehand, I honestly think the Prodigies might have to save in that kind of a situation, you know, with so many players left up. So SBT putting in a big player with the MP9 and is able to help Prodigies spur along for 7th.
Yeah, you could hear them say on the comms, it's they're mid full clear. It's gonna be either A or B. They were stacked up on A. So yeah, if they just hit B clear and free, it's basically an impossible retake for the CTs. But with that first 2 kills, suddenly it swings away in the favor of the Prodigies, and then it all worked out for them in the end. 7 rounds on the board now.
Absolutely. Already not a good start for Inferus here. They have middle control, but man advantage will reside over towards the CT side players. I'm wondering to see how Inferus want to approach this one. What would you say is the best prescribed approach for this?
They've got limited utility right now. 1 smoke, but a couple flashes. So they really need to make use of those flashes to really get a kill before they enter a bomb site, I'd say. And as they say that, the AWP fires off a shot towards CT, SBT going down. Now they get crunch onto the A side. The AWP gets spotted, but FNK holds strong. 2 kills for him.
Absolutely. I thought when the Inferus Orpha saw the edge of that barrel,
Saw the
it was
barrel,
all done
yeah.
for. Yeah, FNK was dead to rights, but you know what? He's good for both of those kills. Really good play from the IGL there to save them somewhat. And 8
Yeah,
to
FNK
2
was ready for it.
8 to 2 at this point is pretty awesome scoreline. I don't know if it could be much better. Also, don't forget to enter the giveaway, guys. Answer the question to your right, and you can win either of those mice provided by Razer. Do you know the answer to it? You don't have to say it, but do you know the answer?
How many nominations? Oh, not on the top of my head. No, I think maybe if I would have to take a look at the list of players that are nominated, then maybe I can get it. But just off the top of my head, no.
Well.
So if you're in Twitch yet, you know, if you're at your PC, some people might get this question wrong. Might be a good chance you win something. And now we go into another comms round. Let's go, Prodigies.
Molly?
1 minute.
Yeah, right
Wait,
there, man.
oh, they bought. What the fuck?
Have a smoke on.
1 plus. Stabbed.
I have no step.
I molly team boxes.
I'm playing short with you.
He's short. Dead
Not
off.
dead.
1 more ramp.
Careful from the ramp.
Oh, Tetris.
I can flash Tetris, Nolan.
He's 1 HP.
Careful calling can be in smoke.
I
Just
need
nade him.
2 out now.
Flashing behind you.
went back.
Two
He's
Tetris.
Tetris.
One ramp, one ramp.
I'm calling stealth. One
All 3
Tetris.
I'm blind.
Wait, flashing behind you, flashing there.
Sandwich.
Go.
I'm still sandwich.
Stealth and Thompson with.
Sandwich and downstairs.
Nice. Let's
Where's
go.
up?
Bro,
How
What the fuck happened in this round?
they were
Another round for the Prodigies there. A bit chaotic on the A hold with who was facing, who was on low HP. But overall, I think they get a good indication of where all the enemies were. And I think that they worked out with their teamwork there. Good calls for the flashes as well. And yeah, results in another round. 9-2 now. And finally they break the T economy once again. 1 AK and a bunch of pistols.
Classic hero AK. AK's in the hands of Katsu. He's one of the new players for Inferus. Katsu.
Oh, 6 spots him there. Spots a
Absolutely.
little pixel on the shoulder.
Oh, it's very quick actually from Inferus. Trying to get some space. Nolan 1-for-1. Zix even traded instantly, so this could run out of control. Oh no. It's going from bad to worse, and Iman continues a good streak, getting 2 kills. SBT and Straxy, can they come back and win this one?
Don't think they spotted the player going into CT. Bomb is not quite on the bomb side yet, so they've got some time. And just as we say that, Jaguar takes out SBT, bounces on him, all on Straxy, the 1v3. Finds the bomb carrier, it gives him another decent shot at this round, gets hunted down, and Jaguar, like a cat on the prowl, takes down Straxy as well.
Yeah, change of pace there actually was the downfall of the Prodigies. Even though Inferus only had a couple of pistols and the upgraded AK, they make it work. And I really think they just caught the Prodigies off guard there by being so quick. It's one of the first few times that we have seen them go so quickly. And now look at this. The Prodigies, they've been expending players left, right, and center. They have to take an eco. Inferus should be putting up a 4th.
Yeah, you win 9 rounds, you were ahead 9-3, and still you lose 1 round. Back off the pistols for the CTs. It is all stacked up on A. They do get the first kill their way, the second as well. Amont is there for the trades.
This could end up costly. SBT and Straxy upgrade, but here's the backline poke coming in for a kill. Straxy might be best served saving this AK, but look at the players. They're converging on his position. That could have got dangerous for a minute. You can see Jaguar thinking better of it. He's going to retreat back over towards B.
They think they know he's at ramp. So they're just going to avoid that conflict altogether. Don't want to drop the bomb on that small chance. He wins that fight with low HP and no armor. They're going to play it safe.
Going into this one, I think, you know, they were still in that Inters mentality of like, oh, we've lost 2 players, don't let them save the guns. And it can quickly snowball out of control, you know. Don't forget, this was just USPs brought into this round. And 3 players dead. This AK can be brought into towards the next. But Straxy is actually going to probe and poke his way ahead. For it. Oh no.
No kit, no armor, 30 HP.
I can't say I'm a fan of this play, but he's going to go for it anyway. Gets 1 more, and time has ticked down a bit too far, so he will save that AK. That is so costly for Inferus right
so
there.
So close with the wall bang.
Yeah.
Still good damage, risky there with only 30 HP, but even more damage to the T economy. And they're going to be comfortable for a buy, but they're not exactly rolling in money now either. 4 rifles lost on, like you said, just 2 USPs. That's rough for the T's.
Yeah, absolutely. You shouldn't really be losing that many rifle players against 4 USPs. We'll see if the Prodigies can do any better with some upgraded weapons. Granted, Nolan's on an SMG, but everyone else pretty much has their ideal weapon of choice. However, there is a full buy from Inferus as well.
Some passive mid plays coming out from the Prodigies, giving up mid control. Aggressive on ramp instead.
I was going to say that's a good play, but FNK running around on the A site might just cause Poke to come out of Palace with that lurk. Not going to trigger or activate himself just yet, but there you go. FNK, he's the biggest brain we know of, trying to bait the player out with running around on the A site. Inferus with some middle control, and that's all they really have left. Both their A and B extremity lurkers have been felled by the Prodigies. Can they do any more?
C6 there on B. I think that's the first time we've seen the op on B.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a surprise for the T's there. Not expecting him peeking a corner differently than you shoot against an op and you get punished for it. And there we see the gun difference coming in. Nolan only with a MP9, and that's not enough. Leaves Amont on 8 HP.
Alright, Inferus slow things down again. Katsu has a lot of space sitting in ladder room with the AWP, but being in ladder room with the AWP is also fairly limiting kind of reliant on your players in apps trying to take a lot of space away. But Zix spots both sets of players out, and suddenly this B split is a lot harder for Inferus as they just walk into their demise. Prodigies move to 10, and they're starting to run away with things.
Yeah, I think overall they're going to be pretty happy with this half so far. 10-4. They lost the pistol, which I got to remember that could have turned out very differently if they hadn't won that second round force buy with the Deagles and the Scout. It really turned the momentum on its head, and now we're going into another comms round for the final round of this half.
I'm pushing one.
One up boxes.
Full blind.
Hey.
Flashing behind you,
Yeah.
eh? Flashing there,
Three
watch
low.
out, watch out.
Crushing bench.
Ole, they're ole.
Ole, I'm dead.
100.
I crashed.
I got Molly for
One
default.
default, one default.
I'm already default. Shit. Ninja, we can nade him.
I need in
Dead Ninja. I'm full blind still.
Sandwich.
13 smoke. Nice.
Nice
Let's
job.
go, boys.
Bro,
Let's
I thought
fucking
I-
go.
And
I
Prodigies
thought I
crashed
take
middle round.
the final round of the half as well. Prodigies take the final round of the half as well. Again, they quickly catch on to the A push. Some good calls coming in for the grenades. They spotted the player at Ninja. We can nade him. Suddenly see 3 nades flying into the corner. Easy kill.
I've got to say that that's one of the funniest nade montages I've seen. Oh, poor Jaguar coming through.
He's Ninja. We can nade him.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that's broken me and any sort of analysis I had. But you're right, you know, the Prodigies, they came up with some different styles of play. We saw them mix things up later towards the end of the half, but I liked what I was seeing. You know, Zix being dynamic on the up. I think he had something like 15 kills or something to like 6 deaths or something. I could be completely wrong, but it was roughly in that ballpark. So he's having a really good game, and
Yeah,
Zix is having
very
a good game.
quick, like you said, very flashy opera. I like the shots I'm seeing.
Yeah, it should be an easy enough victory for the Prodigies, but we'll have to wait and see on their T side, right?
Yeah, 11-4. If they can take home this pistol round, they're in a great spot to take the game as well. We just want to give another quick shout out to Razer, Refrag, and Scope GG, our sponsors for today, bringing you a giveaway as well. So check that out in Twitch chat. How many nominations have the Prodigy Agency players received for the Best Esports Player Awards 2022? Okay.
Yeah,
And
I believe
now we
we're
are
going to jump
going
into an ad
into
break.
another ad break. We'll see you after the ad break for the T side. Well, pistol rounds already started. Prodigy is now on the T side, trying to take A control with one player, FNK there, catching a fadeaway shot as his 2 teammates go into the B bomb site, already fighting in market, fighting on short as well, but they do get the bomb down now in a 4v3. Jaguar gets a kill on Zix. Traxy now on his own on the B side. FNK coming in as the last player, but not finding the diffuser. Quick pistol round, Inferus takes it, and that is the start they need. Their second pistol round of the game. Let's see if they can actually take momentum this time.
Yeah, it was a nice idea there from the Prodigies to try and take some space away from A, but they just really don't get any success. And I mean, the fact that FNK is only able to get 1 kill in the trades there, it's a bit rough. Just lucky they were able to get away with the bomb, actually. C-Poke, nice shots, and that's kind of what led to the downfall. If he doesn't get those 2 kills there, the Prodigies might steal it away. In any case...
Yeah,
sorry, go on.
normally with 3 players out on A, you take quite a bit of control on a pistol round. An 8-second window, not gonna hit though.
Unfortunate. Prodigy's not able to even get a single kill there, so Inferus will move to 6. Don't forget though, Inferus won the pistol round in the last half, but the Prodigies were actually able to come back with the second, so not the same kind of round difference transpiring here.
Yeah, I do like the idea of the late stack on the pistol round or on the eco round. Almost catches him out, but only 1 nade hits really properly, I think. The idea is good. I think you can with some minimal investment you can take out a player like that.
Absolutely. Back on the rifles though, everyone having a rifle in their hands. Cormis with a FAMAS and everyone else with M4s on the CT side isn't the most ideal spot to be in, but you work with the tools that you can get. Utility expended in towards underpass. I'm surprised actually that Inferus are able to escape from that one.
You have a 6 on an AK as well. So no op for him. But FNK doesn't need an op either. He's hitting the headshot on short. Takes some nice space, smoking out the player room window as well. Just mid control being a nuisance for the CTs.
That's rough. FNK trying to be the second prong of this B split, and the fact that he goes down so early is going to be problematic. Prodigies funneling themselves out of one position. Jaguar, he was on his lonesome on the site. After he falls though, there's 2 more players to replace him, and the trades go back and forth. Prodigies actually come out on top, and so Inferus only have 1 CT side player to clutch this one.
Amount coming in from short. Shoots his gun, they know where he is. Trying to flash to slow him down. Finds one player, isolates the 1v1. Now 6 on his own, dancing on the bomb. Goes for the fight and he gets taken down. That's a rough 2v1 to lose for the Prodigies there. And a great retake from Amon. Great clutch from him.
Yeah, I'm so curious, you know, if FNK gets that first entry kill through short, then that round might have transpired in a completely different way. But the fact that he goes down so early and the Prodigies are funneled out of one kind of direction, I'm just kind of impressed that they're able to get this much space and get the bomb plant in the first place. So unlucky not to run away with the round win there. Inferus though, they're starting to look a bit formidable themselves. 7-11, and they're finally able to bring out the AWP. But look at this call from FNK.
So the contact B, 1 player into the underpass to make some noise so they don't give anything away. Or give some mixed signals. Now the B players explode. Jaguar is there holding down the line with the M4. Forms as well with an M4 headshot all the way down short. 6 does get into the side, but is it gonna be enough? Aggressive play from Amon, jumping out in front of the smokes. FNK again by himself. 1v3 already takes 1 down, brings it to a 1v2. Bomb is down on the side. Still a minute to play with. But gets opt by Katsu.
Yeah, that's not an ideal position to be in, the Prodigies, but tried to make it work. And again, you know, the nice idea there by FNK trying to pull that short player up toward Catwalk. Both of the CT side players on the B site were actually there. It's just unfortunate that Jaguar was able to get away with 2. I think, you know, a couple of well-placed flashes there could have turned the tide of the round. But now we're in this quasi force buy. It's a couple of Tech 9s, armor, and they're going to continue to pressure the B site. I think maybe they've got some research or got some sort of exploit they want to try and press, but FNK is pressing middle. He does actually pressure Katsu quite hard. You can see though, Hormis on his own, on an island towards the B site, he's going to be pressured. So many players pushing him down, and well, he was able to get the first, but with so many prongs coming through, FNK is able to trade. Now, ooh, Inferus actually not allowing any sort of bomb plant. They're going to continue to fight, going to continue to jump out of the marketplace, and that's going to lead to their downfall. Straxy can even pick up an M4, and this is a tough retake.
Yeah, not a fan of the bomb plant position. That spot is quite a big trap to be in. Jaguar has his eyes on it, but overall 3v2 in favor of the Prodigies. Taking their time planting the bomb, finding those 1v1s. Good trade from Straxy there on the upper. Now it's all on Jaguar. Another good trade from Straxy there. Jaguar fighting Ziggs. And Straxy is there twice in a row for the trades. Very well played out. 3v2 in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed by FNK calling a very similar round with much less firepower and still getting away with things, because Inferus are like, oh, they just push B guys. There's no way, no chance that they do the exact same thing again. And well, it just works out in that case. Cormis on an island towards B can't really do too much when he's being swarmed. And why do you just run away with things? Can they get 2 rounds in a row though?
FNK got very quickly up to connector, pressuring that up, sending him away to the A side as well. And afterwards, it bought enough space for the other Ts to work with on B. And then I think they did well with not planting the bomb immediately, because you saw the CTs, just like the round before, playing aggressive, jumping out. But let's stop recapping about the last round, because this round is popping off. See 3 kills going the way of the Prodigies. Katsu bringing it back from CT, but he gets off. Now a 4v1 in favor of the Prodigies, and FNK spots a shadow and finds a head.
Yeah, I just want to credit the double S's, as I like to call SBT and Straxy, just getting some really strong entries up out of Connect onto the A side, catches Inferus completely off guard, catches it with their pants down, if you will. And
Yeah,
things
nice
just
break control. They got me off guard as well. Suddenly they were middle of the A-bomb side.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's a real tough question for Inferus. Do you go for a force? They just upgrade some pistols, so they're going to allow the Prodigies move to 14. But again, it's going to be an uphill battle moving forward for them.
Yeah, for Inferus, it's all gonna come down to some good old-fashioned baiting, winning those pistol fights. It's gonna be very tough against the AKs and the AWP from the Prodigies.
Yeah,
Taking it slow. They've sussed out that it's gonna be a low buy.
I think the name of the game here for Inferus is, there you go, to get a pick and just try and pick up some rifles. Even if you don't win the round, you might be able to save some of those rifles in towards the next. Actually able to get 2 kills, so not a bad bit of damage. If they can get one more, that would be ideal.
The AK on B, that's a nice weapon to save. Heyman seeing if he can find anything more. Sneaking into CT. Holding for any Ts, pushing their luck. And his partner in crime, Poke, is just gonna stay chill, keep the AK for next round, which is, I think next round is really gonna be the decider for this game, because that's one last final buy round for the CTs if things don't go their way.
Yeah, I mean, Inferus are definitely running out of opportunities to bring things back to a closer scoreline. You know, after that initial 4-round streak, they've not really had too much success to rely upon. And the real worrisome fact is they've not had any consistent success. But in any case, we're going to listen to the Prodigies and hear what they have to say.
Smoke window late and go B ups with SPT. Smoke now.
Demol it.
Demol it.
Yeah, we'll do B pressure then.
One of mid dead.
Nice. Can still be window.
I'm gonna hold short.
Corner one.
Demol B
One
up.
short out.
Flashing in corner one time, Straxy now. Boom.
No, I'm not going.
Short
I'm
out,
not going.
rotate.
One is in
Yeah,
corner.
don't go. He's killing me from window gap.
Play picking bench.
I tagged him. Ah, right side.
Thunder
One short
window,
as well.
Not sure though.
You
You
jumped
kinda
over.
have B, guys.
I'm jumping. I'm on car on B. Can you
That's it.
wait?
Come
One
on.
is-
slowly.
I'll
Come
go
back.
short.
Yeah,
One
Edward and short.
Dead.
Nice.
We
Big
got
clear.
B.
I don't know. We lost
Let's
this.
play player, I
Push
think,
it.
no? Push
Let's
us.
just help him on B. Bomb is on B. Plant it.
Out B
Backside
side.
out.
Planted for short.
Flashing hög.
Ta tunna. Flasha med.
Flashing close.
Flasha.
Jag studsar bara.
Taggad.
Nice, good job, guys.
Nice, let's go,
Nice
boys.
run, Nolan. Nice
Nice,
revenge.
Nolanito.
Another close round, but it goes the way of the Prodigies yet again. A bit risky there with the bomb plant on B. No support there to help him before he gets killed by the last remaining CT player. But luckily the short players were there in time. They had the util to force the Inferus player off the bomb. And they close it out with a nice double peek. Good trade there coming in to bring them to match point.
Yeah, absolutely. Inferus now knocking on death's door. They've forced up whatever they can. Audacious peeking towards middle. I don't think the Prodigies are aware. And Poke, he's got so much space, but Nolan can trade. FNK falls in towards B. SBT's trying to get some space, and this side has fallen. But the rotates are there in time. Katsu just getting one. Now Imant, 1 versus 2. Zix and Straxy as opponents, and this flash isn't going to do anything. Prodigies lock it in by Zix's AWP, and that's a very dominant game for, well, a bit less of a dominant scoreline.
Yeah, Prodigies 3-0 now in ESEA main season 43. They're off to a great start. And yeah, Inferus looked to start off their CT side well. Got the pistol, got the 3 following rounds. But that's where the Prodigies said enough. They started rolling, mixing things up, mixing up the pace of the attacks, and to very great effects.
Yeah, really impressed by what the Prodigies brought to this one. And I was actually really impressed by FNK's calls coming through. Some really kind of audacious calls to kind of harass that B site. But yeah, a good game nonetheless. What just
Yeah,
happened there?
and I see we have a bit of an announcement to make. Oh, not quite yet, but
Okay,
can we announce the winner from the giveaway?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, then we have Stronger underscore CSGO. He has won the giveaway. So if you're here, Stronger, we'll get in contact with you, and you can pick yourself out a brand new Razer mouse. So enjoy.
Yeah, congrats to that guy. Hope you enjoy the wonderful mice provided from Razer. And yeah, I think a lot of actually what the Prodigies do is based upon their Razer mice skills. So that's all you need to do to become a pro, right?
certainly seen them hit some heads. And yeah, we see the new player, Ziggs. You called it out at the start of the game. You want to see him hit some flashy off shots, and he certainly did. Don't quite know what the final scoreboard looked like yet, but he was on top, I believe, with a very solid performance, nearing 30 kills. Don't know if he hit it at the end.
Yeah,
he showed a very solid debut game.
I think he's one of the best up and coming AWPers that I've seen recently. He kind of seemingly came out of nowhere on 7 a.m. esports, and I think he's moved to a new team, but I'm not going to say the team because I'm not 100% on it. But yeah, like all the best to Zix. Kind of left some of the guys that I know in the UKC personally, so a bit of a unfortunate kind of case for those guys that he left. But yeah, honestly, outstanding talent on this guy. He truly is a prodigy. I'm just happy that I actually got to cast him instead of just watching him.
Yeah, always fun to cast these up and coming players. Just see how the scene develops, see what the future looks like. And speaking about the future, we've got some more upcoming matches planned for ESEA. Here we see the Kazus boys pending veto. That's gonna be on the 3rd of November. That will be coming Thursday. Krasavi planned for the Tuesday, the 8th of November currently. And then we've got Vodka Juniors on Thursday the 10th. So as it's looking right now, Tuesday and Thursday are the game days. 15th and 17th as well. Some of these might change, so keep an eye on all the social media, on the ESEA page, and stay tuned. Prodigies are 3-0 right now in ESEA main, which for a team that's been promoted from Inters, that's a great start.
Yeah, it really is, and I think we're going to get some insight into the team with an interview with the coach, I believe.
Hello, brothers.
Good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Thank you.
Fisico. How's it going? I guess I'll lead with kind of my question, which is you kind of come onto this team fairly recently for this season. I just wanted to kind of get your expectations for how you're expecting things to go.
I mean, I'm really happy for now to be here. And of course, I think there is a lot of potential. As you see, we win 3 matches on the last 3, so it's good for us. Like the main problem is that for now we struggle a bit on like doing practice because we still have to looking for one oper since Mercy is not playing anymore with us. But I mean, we are playing good and that's all. So today I was also a bit surprised to play Mirage because I didn't expect to play it since they were playing it the last season. But even if we didn't expect that pick and we didn't expect to play that map, we would just win. So it's fine.
yeah, we've seen the Prodigies play 3 maps now in 3 games. Are you going to play every map this season? What is the map pool looking like?
I mean, the goal is to play like every map, and I think we will probably just permaban nuke. But the problem is that I don't think that we will have like time to play 6 map before the playoffs. But the goal is to come at the playoffs ready with 6 map, of course.
Okay. Good to hear.
Yeah, I guess my final question is: do you have anything? Do you want to say to the fans or your fans at home for watching?
I mean, I can say it in English, not in Italian, right?
You could say it in both.
Go
It's up
for
to
it.
you.
I would say in
Yeah.
both. So thanks for everyone that are watching us, and please support the Italy country in CSGO since no one is playing here. And thanks for watching us, and I can speak in Italian now. Grazie a tutti, raga. Siamo la Trap in Italia, mi raccomando, continuate a seguirci. Forza Italia sempre. Thanks.
Thank you, Physico. Thank you for the interview.
I have
Lovely
one
to
question
hear
for
from,
you. Actually, even
yes.
even if it's an interview for me, like my teammates are saying that I am like Sphinx of Vitality. Like my face is like Sphinx. Do you think that as well? Like they are calling me
You know-
Italian Sphinx, so I don't know.
Now that you say
yeah.
I think there's definitely a resemblance there. I think it's the glasses and the hair.
Yeah,
maybe
I
if-
see it though.
Yeah, if
I
you
think
change
the
that,
difference, the difference is that I have better aim than Sphinx.
Okay,
No,
all
I'm
right.
joking.
Sphinx 1v1 this man right now.
1v1. Next Prodigy stream.
Thank you guys for today.
Thank you.
Physico versus Sphinx. Yeah, let's go.
All right, thanks.
Thank you for the interview, and good luck
Thank you,
with the
guys.
rest of the season. I'm sure we'll
Bye-bye.
see some more
Forza
more
Italia.
exciting matches. Forza Italia.